Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Parasphere. Yes, they are here, and they've always been sphere.
Vacuum balloons are a concept that's been around for a while. It essentially is a rigid structure. The two most common shapes are spheres and rounded cylinders. The shell of the object acts as a vacuum chamber, holding a vacuum inside of it that is separated from the external pressure of the atmosphere. The fact that there's a vacuum in it, if the materials are light enough, can cause neutral buoyancy with the atmosphere. And if the materials are actually lighter than air, you can experience lift versus the atmosphere.
So many people have experimented with vacuum balloons. There's some fantastic black and white illustrations from different countries in the world. And of course, the best way to contain a vacuum back in the day would be by metal spheres or cylinders, as you said. But how on earth could you contain a vacuum with some material that is lighter than the craft? So the craft could be actually buoyant. And you've come across a material called Aerogel. What's Aerogel?
Aerogel is a material that was actually invented as far back as 1930. It's been developed by NASA through the years. It's also been worked on by the Department of Energy. Aerogel is a puffed material where it's partially empty space and partially silicon-based material for the earliest forms of aerogel. I believe that this has already been done by the US government. There is a document on the OSTI's public internet that describes spherical shell vacuum vessels that have already been produced by the Department of Energy.
Wow. Oh, that's a very...
I can prove that people are working on this. The research papers are documented on public websites. We've backed them up to archive servers. I work with a research group known as Korea UFO. We've done a lot of this research together, and we've found the patents that describe the parts of these craft. We have a reasonable understanding of how those patents work together to form the spherical drones that are currently seen in the air around the world. I believe that the spheres are being used as recon drones right now. They require no power and no fuel and can indefinitely stay suspended in the air column at neutral buoyancy. You can attach a camera to the outside of the sphere. I believe there's actually 6 cameras, one pointing up, one pointing down, pointing out in each of the 4 directions. That would give you full visual coverage from that single drone. We've also found patents for a mesh network of drones that communicate between themselves. So I believe multiple spherical recon drones are able to form a visual network over a wide area by being left to disperse in the air column, spread themselves out as a mesh, and form a full surveillance.
Right. They would need some power source for the electronics on board. But
the electronics can be powered with a solar cell attached to the outside of the drone.
Unlearn. Thank you.
I hope you found that as revealing and fascinating as I did. I really want to thank Josh and his team for pulling together public domain information to reveal the bigger picture. But is there a better way of looking down on us from a network of hundreds of cameras or other sensors, a way to closely monitor an entire battlefield or region, a way to cut costs, deploy quickly into our increasingly unstable planet? Yes, a long loitering network of invisible aerogel craft seems logical. As soon as you can remain in the atmosphere, you eliminate rocket launch costs, lead time delay, and twinkle. Yes, twinkle. Our Earth's atmosphere is effectively a fluid. refracting or dynamically bending air as light moves. Today, observatories have adaptive optics that distort their telescope's mirror in negative lockstep to our atmosphere's distortion. This system for science looking up was, of course, originally a system for spy satellites looking down. So do I think that aerogel craft are in the sky today? Undoubtedly, yes, deployed by multiple nations to monitor and control their population.
Thank you for watching the Parasphere. We hope you enjoy our videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical accounts, sightings and disclosure of these sphere UFOs from the past and present. And remember, keep your eyes to the skies and stay curious.